For the first time in Venezuela, coke is being processed petroleum byproduct used, among other things, to produce aluminum and iron. It was the workers who promoted the technology with 100% of Venezuela's hands, and a company that was abandoned by the French transnational Total Energy is now in the hands of workers' control. The story with our correspondent, Madeleine Garcia.
What is being heard is the heart of the Carbonarca company, which is part of CVG, a Venezuelan corporation of Guyana, the non-oil strategic industries complex. However, it was previously owned by the oil company Total Energy. They processed bauxite extracted from Venezuela and transported it to France. A decade ago, they abandoned it, leaving 130 workers behind. 2 years ago, after the illegal U.S. blockade, they reinvented coke processing technology for the first time in Venezuela.
Most of these companies were created with foreign technology from Germany, France, the US, and with its blockade, you couldn't even bring a screw that you needed, because the technology is made so that you have to use the screw that they sell. So what we've done is we've managed to develop this technology here in Guyana, here in Venezuela, by substituting imports.
Not only did they manage to adapt the installations with great honor to replace the technology, the spare parts and the parts, but also the raw product. Coke, which until recently was considered a waste product of the oil industry, is what these mountains of black sand dunes look like. The myth was that Venezuelan coke was useless. The calcinated coke was imported from Venezuela.
The calcined coke was brought from abroad. It was practically imported at $1,000 a ton. We had the product here in Venezuela and we calcinate it now, replacing the production of that coke, where we are saving $200 million. That is what was paid here in Venezuela.
With the calcinated coke, we produce these carbon anodes that are used for the processing of the aluminium in another strategic company, which is Benalon. This is the production chain. In the cells, you can see 100% Venezuelan anodes.
The old rentier model was not profitable for the company because it was dependent on the state subsidy through the oil revenues. Today, it is not. Today we have national production with national products and spare parts and supplies. We have replaced a large quantity of imported products and the second main raw material, which is coke. We are producing it in Venezuela. We are making the company sustainable for the first time and we are contributing aluminium, 280 tons a day to the industry and to the national production.
Carbonarca's every movement is tracked by this technological platform, also designed in Venezuela and adapted to reality. It is the calcinous computer brain.
And that we, as Venezuelans, are helping the aluminium sector to reduce its costs in order to be able to sell more and use that profit to pay the teachers, to pay the economy. We are proud because this is an innovation that has not been done in the world until the Venezuelans were able to do it.
This whole process has also reinvigorated the private sector. They are working on building the second line of the calciner, which means growing coke.
For us here in Guyana, it's like reviving the basic companies and to give work to the people who need it, to the cabilleros, bricklayers, master builders, engineers. There is progress here in the city.
The lighters do not stop, and neither do the workers' production cancels until we manage to export the Venezuelan calcinated coke.
Madeleine Garcia, teleSUR, Estado Bolívar, Venezuela.